This is a story of how I came to know the outrageous nature of my beloved wife. My name is Hayato, and I'm a 30-year-old corporate warrior. I work hard every day for my beloved wife and son, but I value my family more than anything else. I work as little overtime as possible, go out with my wife, and play with my son on weekends, and spend time together having a good time. About a year ago, I was told to transfer to another office. I wanted my wife and son to come with me, but...
Yuto just started kindergarten. It wouldn't be fair on him to transfer him so soon.
My wife had a point. I decided it'd be a burden for her to take her to a place where we don't know anyone. So I'll live alone. I'll try my best to come home on the weekends. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too, but don't push yourself too hard.
Good luck, Daddy. I'll be a good boy.
And so, I started my life in a land that's more than 2 hours drive away from home. Hi!
Hi.
I missed you so much that I had to text you.
It's been almost a year and you're still not used to this.
I'm trying my best to get back there soon, but I don't know when that will be. How's Yuto doing?
He goes to kindergarten happily every day.
Oh, that's good. I feel like I'm missing out on so much by not being with him in his cute years.
But it's your job, so it can't be helped.
I know. But it makes me think about looking for a new job.
You can't do that.
No?
You worked so hard to find a job and got into this company. Working since graduation is strong, isn't it?
Well, yes, but I've been with the company for 7 years now. And I think it's time for me to change jobs to advance my career.
I don't think changing jobs is that easy. I like you working hard at your current job.
But my wife says this to me. I have no choice but to work hard, right? The branch office I was transferred to had just started up and was short on staff. So I was working hard on my own and barely had time for me family. But I had my wife at home, so I was fine. I never doubted that. But then one day, I was working overtime at work when my phone rang. It was Kenta, a friend from high school whose child goes to the same kindergarten as me son. What does he want at this hour? I wondered and picked up the phone. Hayato! Thank God! Where are you now? I'm at work. What's going on at this hour? Your boy's shaking outside your house! What? Isn't Kasumi around? No, he's alone! He's curled up with no jacket on in December! Can I take him home? Sorry, please! I immediately contacted Kasumi, but she didn't read the message or answer the calls. Then my boss, realizing something was going on, told me to take the day off tomorrow and go home immediately. I could barely keep my sanity, so I drove home. Meanwhile, I got no call back from my wife. Yuto!
Daddy!
Yuto, who was curled up on his knees at my friend's house, looked like he was about to cry when he saw me. Why were you outside the house at such an hour?
I'm sorry, Daddy. It's because I wasn't being a good boy.
Where's Mommy?
She's at home with some guy.
What guy? Grandpa? My son just shook his head, and I knew intuitively that it was not too much to ask him. I asked my friend to take care of me son once again and headed home. The worst was going through my mind. I opened the front door, and sure enough, there was a man's shoes that I didn't know of. A man's suit and my wife's clothes were thrown all over the place in the living room. I felt my blood surging down. But that made me calm down. I started recording on my phone, went to the bedroom where I could hear porn-like moans and...
What? Darling!
Ah! I was taking a video of me wife and her lover entwined in bed, and endlessly pressing the shutter button to capture the scene as well.
Stop it!
What the hell? I thought your husband was working away! The two arseholes panicked and started to make some kind of excuse. But it went in one ear and out the other. There was one thing I had to ask. Why was Yuto outside?
Well, he wouldn't go to bed after his bedtime, so I thought I'd punish him a little.
So you left him outside in this frigging cold weather without even putting on his jacket?
I was going to let him right in.
How many hours do you think it's been since then?
What?
Don't think I don't know anything. If that boy had to be sent outside for punishment, a week left naked in the Arctic is never enough for you guys, is it?
Darling, please, listen to me.
I left the house once I learned about me wife's trashy nature. I realised the man's bag was in the living room. So I took his business card from inside and secured his contact information. When I returned to me friend's house, my son had already fallen asleep. Oh, I can't believe Kuzumi cheated on me. What are you gonna do now? I can't leave Yuto in that house, so I have to take him with me. But you're working away from home, aren't you? Can you take care of him? To be honest, I didn't know what to do. Still, I didn't want to leave Yuto with that woman. So I contacted my boss again to ask for an extension of my leave. Then after hearing what had happened, my boss made a surprising proposal. I understand the situation. Why don't you bring your son to our home? What? To your home, Mr. Seguo? My wife says she'll take care of him. Are you sure? It's my duty as a boss to help a subordinate in need, and you're always helping me at work. It's mutual. Stayed at me friend's house that night. I went to Mr. Seguo's house after he finished work the next day.
Welcome.
His wife, Nano, is a mother who raised 2 children, both of whom are now independent. So it's just Mr. Seguo and his wife at home now. She'd prepared lots of hot meals to welcome us. And I was relieved to see my son eating his meals with a smile on his face, saying how delicious and tasty they were. Sorry to hear about your situation. Thank you. I'm shocked that she betrayed me. But I'm crushed to think that Yuto had to put up with this.
From what I've heard, Yuto must have been holding back so that his daddy don't worry.
I'm not qualified to be his father. That's not true. You were just doing your best as the main breadwinner of your family. It's your wife who should be punished. If you're willing to, I can get you a good lawyer. Yes, thank you. I went to see the lawyer who Mr. Seguo referred me to over the weekend. In the meantime, I received messages and phone calls from my wife trying to explain herself, but I ignored them all. I also had all communication going to the company declined as well.
I see. You have enough proof. Do you know how long they've been in a relationship?
My son says he's been coming to our house for at least 6 months, but I'm guessing it probably started a little earlier.
I'll investigate that. I assume you're divorcing her?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Then let's divorce on the wife's fault and demand 3 million yen in alimony and 50,000 yen a month in child support for your son until he turns 20 years old.
I can claim alimony. And child support too.
Of course. You're not being naive and thinking just the custody of the child is fine, are you?
I stammered. Haven't been caught dead on the mark.
You're naive. You and your son will have to live alone from now on, and you never know what might happen. You never can have enough money. Besides, the wounds you and your son have suffered will never heal, no matter how much money you receive. So you deserve it. Let the dogs eat your unwanted Buddhist spirit.
With the lawyers back in, I decided to demand a divorce, alimony, and child support from Kasumi. She told me I should talk to both of our parents to make sure my demands go through smoothly, so I decided to call them right away. Then...
How dare you call me?
What? Why are you mad at me?
You were cheating on your wife while you were away from home.
I managed to get the story out of me mother, who was getting so mad, and found out that Kusumi had told my parents a lie to save her own skin. I'd never meant to do this, but to prove my innocence, I sent my mother a picture of the affair. After seeing them, she finally listened to me and cleared up the misunderstanding. Incidentally, Kasumi's parents were in the same situation. and after understanding the situation correctly, they apologized to me with the force of getting down on their knees. Preparations are complete. All I need to do now is to catch the person in question. I called my wife for the first time in 3 days, and she responded in a shy way.
Darling, thank God. Where's Yuto? How is he?
Oh, he's fine. Better than when he was at your place.
Don't say that. I've been trying my best without you, too.
You've only tried your best to lie to our parents, haven't you? I could tell over the phone that she was choking on her own words. I told her I wanted to have a talk and hung up the phone. On the day of the meeting, my wife, who I thought wasn't going to come, was dragged in by her parents. My demands are as my lawyer sent to you: the custody of Yuto, alimony of 3 million yen, child support of 50,000 yen per month, and a divorce from you.
Please don't divorce me.
Stop dreaming!
I just missed you because you were working away from home. I only love you and Yuto.
Kasumi said it was only a mistake she made while I was working away from home. So, I confronted her with the documents that the lawyer had researched. I don't know how.
What's this?
These are the proofs that you had a relationship with that man before I moved out on my own. I heard you called me an ATM. You said you wished I worked weekends so you could see him more. And you wish you didn't have a child.
I never said that.
Do you want to hear the audio data? My wife, who can no longer get away with it, looked around with her mouth open, but she had no allies. Kasumi signed the divorce papers there and agreed to all the terms. Her parents told her never to show her face again, bowed deeply to me, and left. Kasumi remained looking down during this whole time. After that, with the help of Mr. and Mrs. Suguo, I found a daycare for Yuto and returned to work. Mr. Suguo arranged for me to work from home a few days a week, and on the days I couldn't pick up Yuto, Nano would go to pick him up for me. She taught me how to cook since I could only make guy meals, and even taught me how to make Yuto's handbag that I needed to make for his daycare. I can't thank this couple enough. As for Kasumi, she urged her lover to take responsibility. But he also had to pay 3 million yen in alimony. So he refused. The rumor spread among Yuto's kindergarten moms, making her unable to live there any longer. So she moved somewhere far away. I still get messages of love from her, but I ignore them all. She deserves it. I was able to discover the situation thanks to my friend, who happened to find my son. But I shudder to think what would have happened if I remained unaware of the situation. I think it's inevitable that some must move out on their own for work, but we have to cherish the time with our family more when we're away from them.
My name is Maho Kimoto, 27 years old. I work at a small web design company that houses around 20 employees.
Let's finish up early today.
What's with the holy, boss?
We were able to reach our quarterly goals in record time,
Yeah!
which means I'm taking you all out for a drink.
Yeah!
We're going to Roppongi!
Woo!
Who's going?
Me! Kimojo, you coming with?
Sure. My boss was someone who worked during the Japanese bubble and still acts like he still is. Everyone around the company goes along with him, but I kinda hate it. Mr. Yamashita, are you going?
I still have some work to do. It's no use inviting him.
I've never seen him go out for a drink.
He's only going to kill the mood.
He's kind of a buzzkill.
He makes me sick.
Mr. Yamashita is currently 29 years old. I think I've never seen him have a conversation that wasn't work-related. He doesn't enjoy being around people and is constantly by himself. Needless to say, I've never seen him around at company parties.
Yamashita's not here again?
He said he still has work to do.
Working overtime again.
His workspace is so slow.
I'm not surprised. His communication skills are lacking too.
And he's a buzzkill.
He doesn't understand the importance of drinking with coworkers.
This is like the gold standard for a healthy workplace.
I was able to get this far up the corporate ladder by attending these parties.
You're so cool!
Our boss started out as a regular businessman who parted from his old job to create his own business. However, he doesn't know the basics of web design, so he tends to make us work extra hard. Oh no! What's wrong? I forgot an important document at the workplace. You can get it tomorrow when we go to work. I need it for a meeting with a client tomorrow morning. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, I'll go get it right now. Go ahead. Thank you so much. When I got to the building, I noticed that the lights were still on. Oh, Mr. Yamashita.
What's up?
I forgot something.
I see.
Were you still working this late?
Huh?
It's already 10 o'clock.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice.
You were too concentrated, huh? I can help you if you need it.
It's okay. I just finished up. Oh,
Have you ever eaten dinner?
no.
Don't tell me you haven't eaten anything since lunch.
Yeah,
You're going to get sick.
you're right.
Do you want to go out to eat right now?
What?
I wasn't able to eat that much at the party, so
I see.
I'm actually quite hungry right now. I decided to go out to eat with Mr. Yamashita. It was actually the first time I even had a normal conversation with Mr. Yamashita. I wasn't really able to talk to him during work hours, but I realized he's actually quite talkative. Surprisingly, I got a good look at his face and thought he was a very handsome guy. From that day on, I started to hang out with him through work and dinner.
I'm actually having a mixo after this.
You're always going to those.
Call me Ota the Lady Killer.
Don't go too crazy.
Oh crap, I have to finish this walk by today.
Don't look at me. I already have plans today.
Please, Mikami?
I've already booked a salon for today.
Dang. Hey, Yamashita!
You're really going to ask him again?
Could you do me a favor? What is it? I had to do this walk by today, but I have an emergency. I see. So can you finish it up for me? Sure. Really? That's great.
Should I help?
It's okay.
After hanging out with Mr. Yamashita, I noticed several things. He constantly gets asked by others to do their work, and he doesn't seem to mind it at all. In fact, he's able to do them all with a ridiculous speed and accuracy. However, not many have realized this fact. Even our boss doesn't know how talented Mr. Yamashita is. In fact, our boss doesn't really like the fact that Mr. Yamashita was very reserved in his demeanor.
Hey, Yamashita! Are you working overtime again?
I'm still working on finishing up the work.
You really gotta finish them in time. You're always slacking.
Sorry.
Are you purposely trying to earn more money through overtime?
No way.
From now on, 40 hours of overtime is the limit. After that, you won't get paid any extra.
What?
Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Then make sure you finish all your work on time. It's honestly not that hard.
Okay.
Mr. Yamashita had to work extra for others' work and wasn't even paid for overtime work. A few days later, our boss furiously ran towards the office.
Who the hell was in charge of this client?
What's going on?
This is due today!
What?
Somebody forgot to do this work. There's no web design or anything.
Oh crap!
Our client is furious that someone ghosted them.
That's, Yamashita's client.
I knew it!
I asked you to do it, right? What?
Not only are you slow with your work, but you can't even follow a simple deadline?
Sorry.
This was one of our biggest clients.
That's awful.
They told me they can't work with such an unprofessional business.
Oh crap!
Yamashita, you're fired!
Isn't that a little too much?
Boss, that client wasn't Mr. Yamashita's.
It's okay.
I was trying to tell our boss the truth, but I was stopped at the last second.
Okay.
What?
Thank you for everything.
After saying that, he walked out of the office without saying anything. After he left, everything turned to chaos.
This client keeps telling me to fix the website. It's so troublesome.
Mr. Yamashita was doing everything for us.
What's this?
That's Mr. Yamashita's client.
It's due today.
That's also Mr. Yamashita's.
How the hell does he have this many clients?
I don't think we'll be able to go home today.
Don't tell me I have to walk overtime.
What are you all doing?
Oh, boss!
It's already 12.
We're not done with work yet.
Everyone's working this late?
Yes.
Was there an emergency client or something?
No.
Then why the hell are you guys working still?
That's because...
Explain yourselves!
We all felt terrible, but we all knew that Mr. Yamashita was able to do all of this by himself.
Thank you for your continuous loyalty.
I also want to ask for a new website.
Sure thing.
I also want Mr. Yamashita to be the one to make it.
Oh, he's no longer working for the company.
What? He's not there?
We still have other excellent workers you can choose from.
I want to cancel my order if Mr. Yamashita is no longer there.
Mr. Yamashita is no longer working?
Unfortunately.
Did he switch to a new company? I wanted Mr. Yamashita to work on the website.
We could do it for you.
No thank you.
What?
I was hoping for Mr. Yamashita. As you can see, all the clients were dropping out after they heard about the news. Not only was Mr. Yamashita working for a lot of clients, but he was also able to provide them with the best service. I guess our boss knew it was over without him, so he decided to call Mr. Yamashita.
Yamashita, I'm so sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
I didn't know how much weight you were pulling.
Boss,
I'll pay you triple your salary. So could you come back to the company?
sorry. I can't.
Please, I'm begging you!
Lift your chin up.
My company is going to be bankrupt without you!
I'm really sorry.
Even after begging, Mr. Yamashita declined our boss's offer. Needless to say, the company went bankrupt after a year. All the workers were having a complete meltdown, even though we all knew it was coming. I also became unemployed after the incident. I started looking for a new job. Then, one day...
How are you?
Long time no talk.
I heard about the company.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Don't be. The company wasn't able to function without you.
Oh,
It's fine. I didn't mean it that way.
what about you? Where are you working right now?
I'm still looking for work.
I see.
I guess everyone in the business knew about the company and its workers, so
Right.
I haven't landed any work yet.
I see. Do you want to go out for tea later?
Sure. I have a lot of spare time now. I was able to schedule a date with Mr. Yamashita. He looked like a totally different person. You have a different atmosphere than you had back then.
Really?
You look great.
I guess I have to look more presentable now that I'm a CEO.
CEO?
Yeah, I currently run a web design company.
You're running it on your own?
Yep, it's a small company with only 10 people. Here, take a look at this.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm actually here to talk to you about the company.
Huh?
Could you work for us?
What?
It's still a small company.
You're going to hire me?
I know you have the skills for it.
Thank you so much. Mr. Yamashita built his own company after he was fired from the previous one. All of his previous clients immediately jumped on his new company, asking for their websites to be created. I started to work under him. After 1 year, I was able to become his official partner through marriage.
My name is Taro Hazama. I'm a 23-year-old freelancer. I graduated from university, but my job hunting didn't go well, and now I spend my days working part-time at a pachinko parlor. I can't rely on my parents, so I have to make do on my own. The monthly scholarship repayments are ridiculous, and my life was a living wreck. I thought I'd have a job after graduating from university, but I guess I wasn't so lucky. I wish I'm that lucky.
Oh my, I won again. All right.
Oh, do you need any help?
Thank you so much.
No problem. However, I was diligent in my work every day. Then a customer who I didn't want to see came in. Huh? Don't tell me you're Taro Hazama! Taquito? His name is Ryuta Taquito. We were classmates in elementary and junior high school. You've gotta be kidding me that you work part-time at a pachinko parlor? What's wrong with that? You're a clerk, so tell me which machines are gonna hit. If I knew that, we'd all be millionaires. You have a bad attitude. I'm sorry, sir. Enjoy the machine of your choice. I'll do that. Oh, did you win, Grandma?
Just now.
I'm guessing it'll hit one more time. Hey, can I play here? Of course not.
Sure, I was just about to leave.
Are you sure? You'll probably still win.
At my age, I know better than to be greedy.
Lucky me! Thank you, Granny! Taquito quickly sat down at her machine and immediately began to play.
Could I exchange these, please?
Sure. Yahoo! Here it comes! Thank you very much! I felt like I'd lost for some reason. So I carried the old lady's payout to the calculator as if to escape from the situation. Meanwhile, Taquito kept on winning. That night, yo! I made 50,000 a day! Does that granny go there often? We cannot answer personal information. You're standing on ceremony? Well, tell her to give me her seat if she wins again. Don't act like a hyena. Hyena! I like that. There's nothing more exciting than making money for fun. Get a real job. You say that? I have a job, don't I? A part-time? A part-time job is a job, right? I'm a full-time employee. What? What kind of company do you work for? A mail order company? I'm a salesman there. Bullshit! A guy like that wouldn't be playing pachinko in the daytime. Well, I was. My dad runs a company. You know what I'm saying? Nepotism. You jealous? Not really. I'm so jealous of you, you son of a beep! Anyway, that's why I can do whatever I want. I'm hanging up now. Unlike you, I don't get paid unless I work on time. Good for you. Talk to you soon. No, don't. I was frustrated. Taquito didn't study hard at all in elementary and junior high school. My grades were better than his, and according to my friends, he played hard in college as well. Meanwhile, I got a student loan, studied diligently, and worked hard to find a job. But what a difference. I'm always having such a hard time, so why don't I win? After work, I sat down at a pachinko machine that I usually just look at. Yes! It only makes sense. It'd be crazy if I didn't win. But an hour later, I lost. I was fooled by the strategy of the machine, which kept on looking like it was gonna win. Oh, what am I gonna do with this month's living expenses? There's a week until payday. I only have enough to eat 1 or 2 instant noodles a day. Just then, I received a message from Taquito again. You're seriously here? You sure I really don't have to pay? Yeah! You can just sit down and eat and drink whatever you want. The call from Taquito was an invitation to a blind group date. Normally, I'd have refused to go. But since Taquito said I didn't have to pay for the meal, I couldn't turn my back and came. I'll just fill my stomach and go home. But I'd fallen right into Taquito's trap. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ryuta Taquito, and this is Taro Hazama, who just came to eat for free. Huh? What are you saying? This guy graduated from university but couldn't get a job.
Well, what do you do now?
He's working part-time at a pachinko parlor. I could see that the girls were clearly taken aback. The 3 other guys started talking about where they were working and what kind of work they did. And the girls were all eyes on them completely. I was so frustrated that I got up from my seat. Hey, the food hasn't arrived yet! You're here now, so enjoy the meal! We need someone to make us look good, you know? I don't need this! I was so frustrated that I ran out of the restaurant. I was so mad at myself for not being able to see through Taquito's plot, and the way the girls looked at me as if I was a beggar. I was so frustrated that day that I hardly slept at all. The next day at work, the old lady was here again. When I looked to see how she was doing, she seemed to be doing great. I guess I'm not so lucky after all.
Here we go!
Are you gonna quit here again today? It's only just started.
And you shouldn't win too much, you know.
I don't get it.
Oh, honey, you don't look so good today. You have sleepy bags under your eyes, too. Aren't you getting enough sleep?
Well, I couldn't sleep last night.
That's not good. It's bad for your health.
You're lucky you have so much luck.
Not really. I'm only doing this once in a while because my late husband liked it. So I'm not that happy when I win.
Your husband used to like playing on pachinko machines?
Well, he only played occasionally. He always told me bad things will happen if you run out of luck, so you should keep it in moderation. On the other hand, bad things don't continue, so you have to hold on tight to the momentum that comes your way.
Is my momentum ever going to increase?
What are you talking about when you're still young?
I'm sorry for complaining. I'll take these.
Thank you for always being so polite to such an old lady.
No problem at all.
Hey, do you like elderly people?
Huh? Well, yes. I was a grandma's boy.
Hey, why don't you come and work for us?
What?
We've had an employee quit. We're looking for someone to join our team, but we're not getting any applications.
Oh, does that mean you're looking for a permanent position?
Yes, the first 6 months are a probationary period, but there's no problem. We'd like you to work full-time.
She handed me her business card, saying that she'll give me a detailed explanation of the office if I'm interested. There was the name of a company that was in the nursing care business. She was the president of the company. It was my day off the next day, so I went to her office.
I was waiting for you. I knew you'd come.
When she saw me, her face lit up and introduced me to a man from the Human Resources Department. She was nominally the president of the company after the death of her husband, who was the president, but she left most of the work to the front line. Excuse me? Would I be fit for this job? To be honest, I haven't had much luck. So, even if you let me join the company, I'm worried that it won't work out.
Hard work pays off.
What?
That's what my late husband used to say.
Hard work.
There have been some bad times. There may be times when you feel that way in our company, but try to hold on and do your best. There are many people in our company who will look out for you. Don't be stuck up about your bad luck. Instead, broaden your horizons. Ask for help when you need it, and help others who are also in trouble. If you do that, the world will surely change.
I'll do my best. Her words stuck in my mind. I quit my part-time job and started working for her company. My job was to take care of old men and women living in nursing homes. I'd heard that nursing care is hard and has terrible working conditions. But although this may not be a good comparison, when I think back to my days of carrying around heavy metal balls at pachinko parlor, it was not physically demanding. And the residents were all very nice, making the job very rewarding. Then, the colleague from the Human Resources Department saw me working and approached me. Azuma, are you interested in getting a qualification? Qualifications? He told me that our company had a system to cover part of the cost of acquiring qualifications, and that if I could successfully acquire them, I could expect a salary increase. I know it'd be a lot of work because you'll have to study outside of the working hour, but it won't be a waste of time if you plan on working for a long time. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. I'd graduated from university but had no specific qualifications. So he told me about the qualifications that were relatively easy to obtain, gave me some textbooks that the company had on hand, and I immediately went to my desk at home. I don't remember the last time I studied. I'd certainly studied in university, but it was only to earn credits and graduate. Looking back now, I realize that none of what I learned had been of any use to me. Was I satisfied with just graduating university? That's not gonna happen this time. I opened my textbooks and studied hard every day. Then one day, "Hey, Hazama! Did you quit the pachinko parlor?" "Yeah, I did." "So you're unemployed now then?" "Congrats." "I got a job." "What? There's a place that'll hire you?" "Yeah, thankfully." "That's funny." If you've got time to make fun of others, why don't you get your act together and work hard for once? Don't be a smartass, Hazama. I don't need to work anymore. Nepotism again? No, on my own. Actually, I won the lottery. Huh? The lottery? 100 million yen. For real? My life would be complete if I had 1,000,000 yen. Sorry, I'm always the one with luck. Good for you. Don't be a sore loser. I'm working on something right now. I'm busy studying for it. I gotta go. No rest for the poor. Tell me when you need money. I'll take you out to dinner again. You'll serve as a foil, of course. If it had been me just a few months ago, I'd have thrown a tantrum about why I wasn't the one who won the lottery. But I had a goal, and I'd come to realize that if I worked hard and didn't give up, I'd be recognized, even if it's a little at a time. Instead of envying other people's lucky stories like that, I'd come to realize that I wanted to put that effort into my studies. I continued to study for the qualification while I worked hard. And then, I passed! Congratulations! You did a great job! I hugged the certificate that was sent to me. I couldn't remember the last time I felt so exhilarated. Then he referred me to a more difficult certification. I studied, took the test, and passed. A few years later, I was even able to obtain the only national curriculum for caregivers.
Mr. Hazama, what should I do about this?
By this time, I had junior staff, and my colleagues were relying on me. I never could have imagined myself being like this when I was working part-time in the pachinko parlor. It was just then that I ran into that guy again. I went to the pachinko parlor that I used to work for as an escort for the president. Boss, you really do win many times.
Oh, isn't it about time for you too?
Oh yeah. You win when you're selfless.
Is your luck starting to come your way?
It's all thanks to you. We were playing side by side when a man's voice came from behind us. Stop hogging the good machine! Move over, Granny! When I turned around, there was Taquito, who looked so old. I couldn't believe he was 30 years old. Taquito? Huh? Why do you know my name? Hazama! What's the matter with you? Dressed like that. Didn't you win 100 million yen? I spent that money a long time ago. In just a few years? I mean, you're wearing something reasonable. Hey, lend me some money. I'll double it and pay you back. No, why would I? Then give me your seat. Sure. Oh, for real? I'm not here to take money.
Oh, you're changing. It's only just started.
We haven't had this conversation for some time.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna make up for my losses this month. Taquito sat down in my machine and began to play. Yes!
I hear the sound of good luck running away.
I'm sorry, Granny. I must be sucking it all in.
Azuma, shall we go home?
Sure. We got up from our seats. What? Hey, wait a minute! That was the flow of winning! Why did it suddenly stop when it came to me? Hey, Hazuma, wait! Lend me money. Even 1,000 yen is fine. Hey! As I was about to leave, ignoring Taquito chasing me, two strong-looking men entered. Taquito! We finally found you, you son of a bitch! Dad, they found me! If you have the money to play pachinko, get the hell out of here and pay back the money you owe us! No, sir! I was gonna pay you back by making more money through pachinko! I'm not gonna let you get away with this today. Come! No! In the end, the scary people dragged him away. I'm glad I've been working hard.
Working hard is the best solution for everything. By the way, have you thought about becoming a director of the new facility that's about to open?
Yes, I'll be happy to do it.
Oh, really? Great, you're the right person for the job.
Now I have the support of many people and I'm living a fulfilling life. I thought I was unlucky in life, but maybe I was just using the word unlucky as an excuse. From now on, I want to open up the future with my own power.
My name is Nano Nomaru. I'm currently 25 years old. I've been working at this company for 3 years. There were days when I felt like quitting, but with hard work and determination, I was able to land a big job within the company. The task is to present our potential client, which happens to be one of the biggest in the business. Everyone was working hard to get the client.
We're going to have a company-wide presentation competition to determine who is going to present to the big company. Do your best, Nomaru.
Yes, sir!
You're a very outstanding worker, but you just need a little push to do better.
A push? Although I work very hard and earned my spot in the company, my boss keeps on telling me to tap into my feminine side more. But I highly doubt it.
Why don't you learn a thing or two from Ayane?
From Ayane? Good work today, boss! Oopsie!
I got you. You almost slipped, my little darling.
Sorry, I was too mesmerized by your face. Oopsie daisy. She still says oopsie daisy?
You see this? This is what I want from you.
Damn it. How does he not understand he's being tricked? She purposefully slipped right there. I can't believe my boss is falling head over heels just because she's acting all cutesy with him. Sorry, Nano. Did I interrupt? It's okay. She knows exactly what she's doing. Her name is Ayane Azato. She's been here for 3 more years than me, and she's kind of the office Madonna. Her beauty and body and her impeccable fashion sense charmed almost all of our male workers. Only a handful of people know the real Ayane. Almost all of the female coworkers hate her. What were you talking about?
We were just talking about the presentation competition, and I advised Nano to be more like you.
I see. I guess Nano is also taking part in the competition.
She's already in her 3rd year. I thought she should give it a try.
That's amazeballs. Nano, let's do our besties.
I don't think Nano will do as good as you, Ayane. She has the knowledge, but lacks the flair.
Oh, stop kidding. Nano is just the best little girl out there.
You're very sweet, Ayane. Oh, gotta get that phone call. Nomaru, make sure you learn a thing or two from Ayane.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Ayane. The moment our boss left the room, she immediately changed her demeanor. You're just a lowly 3rd year. Why are you trying to enter the competition? There you go. Darth Ayane. She acts completely different when she has nothing to hide. I swear her stare alone can kill a person. She's especially harsh to those under her, making them feel inferior to her. She goes from her high-pitched cutesy voice to a low tyrant-like voice. But I didn't back down. I'm entering this competition fair and square. I intend to win it all. How dare you? Then suddenly, someone walked in. Damn. She came in close to my ears and said, "If you cross me, you're done for." I felt chills in my spine.
Oh, hey, Ayane.
Hey.
Me and the guys are going out for a drink. Do you want to come with me?
That's a fabulous idea.
Nomaru, you coming?
We should all go together. Sorry, I already have plans for today. Oh, that's unfortunate. Cry emoji. I don't think saying the word cry emoji is a thing. I returned to my desk while being exhausted from the conversation. Since then, Ayane made it her goal to harass me. finish up my documents for the meeting next week. Huh? Which one? I just sent it through email. Wait, all of this by next week? You got a problem? I thought our star rookie could do all of this, right? It shouldn't be that hard. But isn't this the work that was given to you by the manager? Why do I have to do it? I'm in my 6th year, you understand? I have more crap to do than you. So do as I say. I can help you with it, but I can't do it all on my own. I still have my own work to do. Just shut up and do it. I'll tell our boss that you were uncooperative with me. And if I tell him that, I guess you won't even be invited to the competition. I had no way to combat her blackmail. I was finally able to get a chance at the competition. I wanted to do my best. By forcing me to do all of her work, Ayane was able to work on her presentation for the competition, while I was stuck working. I was going to work on my presentation, so I finished up my work early, but it didn't matter. Why do I have to do her work? Hey, boss! I made this for the competition. What you think?
You're already working on it? That's my girl. What about you, Nomaru?
I haven't started yet.
I know you're busy with your work, but you should work harder at a time like this. You gotta take notes from Ayane. She's on a roll. Right, Ayane?
I am just happy to be here with you. I couldn't believe the nerves on her. She forced me to do all her work just so she can one-up me. That night, I had to work overtime by myself and felt like crying. Damn it! I can't lose this! I'm going to do my damnedest to win this thing. But I am a little envious. Even if I make the best presentation, I bet the other guys will pick her over me. But then I remembered one thing. There was one person that wasn't influenced by her charms. I immediately called him to help me out. Long time no talk, Mr. Suguo. Are you free now?
Hey, Nomaru. It's been a while.
Sorry for the sudden message.
What's up? Is there an emergency?
I'm planning on taking part in the competition for the presentation.
Yeah, I heard about that. You're going to be the youngest ever to enter the competition.
However, it's not going too great. I wanted to ask you to take a look at it.
Me? Are you sure about that? I work at HR, so...
I still remember your presentation back then. It was amazing. I actually went into this company after I saw your presentation. I really want your advice on mine so it can be as good as yours.
Those were the good old days. It's already been 3 years, huh? I still remember you had no idea what to do, but now you're our star worker. I'll do my best to help you out.
Thank you so much.
Just send me the presentation when you finish it up.
I might be a little out of line asking you this, but could you take a look at it after work hours?
I'm fine with that. Are you busy with work?
Yeah, my superior handed me her work.
Hold up. That doesn't sound right. Have you gotten wrapped up in trouble?
Everything is all right.
No.
Huh?
I remember when you first tried applying for the company, you had a big fight with your parents. And you told me everything was all right. Remember?
I'm really sorry about that.
You ran away from your parents after having a big fight, saying you were going to take the job no matter what. But after talking to them, they finally accepted you.
It was because you came to my house to talk to my parents.
You tried to do everything by yourself. Why do you think the Human Resource Department exists?
Thank you so much.
It's still early to thank me. I still have to help you out with your presentation.
Thank you. Mr. Suguo was the one who helped me through the hiring process. I think he joined the company around the same time as Ayane. He was able to convince my parents to work at a private company, so I owe it all to him. I didn't think he would be able to convince my stubborn parents, but he came in during his holiday to explain everything to them. He even told them I would be vital for the company's future. Now, thanks to Mr. Suguo, my parents fully support my career. Since then, I always admired Mr. Suguo and his work ethic. His motto is to live a straight life, which means he treats everyone equally no matter what. That's why I think he hasn't given Ayane any special treatment in terms of the competition. After talking to him, I felt more motivated to win it all. I'm going to do my best. I finished up all the work that was forced on me and went home to start working on my presentation. I could have stayed at the company to work on it, but I thought Ayane was going to try to disrupt me from doing my work. Ayane was looking to win the competition to try to make a name for herself around the whole company. Knowing her determination, I was worried what she would do to win the competition. 1 week later. With the advice from Mr. Suguo, I perfected my presentation. Ayane looked at me, knowing that I was at a massive disadvantage because of her. But I kept a straight face and did the best I could. The day before the presentation, with the help of Mr. Suguo, I was able to make a perfect presentation. I just need to save my data on the computer. And there you go. Oh, I'm so excited for tomorrow. But the next day, a horrible thing occurred. I arrived early that day to do my final preparation. However, I was surprised to see Ayane already at the office. She kept smiling at me, which gave me a bad feeling. I tried to open up my presentation to print it out, when suddenly, all my data was deleted.
Oh, hey, Nano. What's with the gloomy face?
She sabotaged me to win.
Aw, well, that's unfortunate. Bye-bye.
I was at my wit's end with her behavior. Damn it.
That will be the end of the presentation. Thank you all so much for being here.
That was amazing!
It's all thanks to you.
Next is Nomaru's turn.
I think Nano isn't going to present today.
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Are you sure you're okay? You deleted all your data.
I don't know what you're talking about. I egged Ayane about the data.
What? I thought I deleted.
Of course, I have a backup.
You cheeky little brat!
Ayane?
Oh, I'm so glad the data is fine. Good luck, Nano.
Thank you. Ayane was still thinking she had this competition in the bag. It's time to start my presentation. But as the presentation continued, Ayane started to look worried. In the end,
Everyone's presentations were fantastic. With that being said, I am honored to give the award to Miss Nomaru.
What?
thank you so much. I was finally able to get a chance at presenting to the big leagues.
Why? Why did she win? I was so much better.
Ayane kept on crying in the office after the competition.
Your presentation was good, I admit that. It's just that Nomaru's presentation was on another level.
You're saying I'm inferior to her? Oh, you're so mean.
Ayane was doing her best to create fake tears. However, the boss didn't budge because the winner was already picked by the judges.
Of course your presentation was better. It had all the feminine flares, so don't cry, please.
Then tell the judge I deserve to win the thing. Here, I'll use Nano's presentation data combined with my presentation skills.
What the heck is she saying?
And you cheated. There's no way you created the presentation when you had work to do in the office. I bet she was working on it at her home.
That's because you made me do all your work. I had no time.
Boss, isn't that against the rules?
No way. Boss even told me I needed more dedication. I showed how determined I was for the presentation.
That's true. I can't scold her for working harder.
You dummy!
Sorry. Nomaru, your presentation was good, but you really need to fix your act. You should take advice from Ayane. I gotta go. Bye!
Our boss ran away. He didn't even try to hide it.
Don't you dare think you're better than me.
There was no way Ayane was going to interrupt me anymore after the competition, which is what I thought. The incident happened on the day before the presentation. I was still forced to do Ayane's work, forcing me to head out to a different place to get some important documents. I came to the place you told me to, but I don't see anything near Are you sure? That's definitely the place. Where are you? Send me your coordinates. Here. Oh, you're a little off. Can you go through that street over there and wait there? I was waiting for further instructions. Then suddenly... I suddenly clenched my purse, which was about to be stolen.
Hey, let go!
There are important documents in here! The guy didn't stop his bike, which caused me to be dragged several meters.
Damn it!
Oh! The guy gave up and let go of the purse, which caused my body to be flung to the wall, and I lost consciousness.
Nomaru! Are you okay?
Mr. Suguo? When I woke up, I was in a hospital. The presentation! What time is it? When I saw the clock, it was 10 a.m. I only have 3 more hours left. When I tried getting up, a sudden spark of pain jolted through my body.
Don't move. You're very hurt from the accident.
But the presentation...
Someone else will present your presentation.
Don't tell me it's...
Oh no! Who would do such a thing to my little girl?
I hope she's okay.
Oh, it's all my fault. I shouldn't have asked her to go to the place.
It's not your fault. If you want to make her feel better, do your best in the presentation.
Okay, I'll do my darndest best.
What an idiot. She screwed me over.
Who?
Did they find out who attacked me?
The police are still on the case, but they haven't found anyone yet.
Can I borrow your phone? I sent a message to one of my friends. Even if I were to go to the competition, I needed proof that it was Ayane's fault I was in the hospital. Please, can you help me?
Sure thing. I'll make her pay for messing with my friend.
Mr. Suguo, could you please take me to the presentation hall?
But you're in no condition to...
Please, I don't want our work to be in vain. I'm begging you.
Okay. I'll go talk to the doctors.
I got a message from my friends on the way to the hall.
It's your turn next.
I'll do my best for Nomaru. Wait right there!
I strolled into the hall with a might akin to Thor.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Boss, let me do the presentation.
But I can't let you present in that condition.
Right? You don't have to do this, Nomaru.
You don't have to act nice anymore, Ms. Ayane.
Huh? What do you mean? I was seriously concerned about your health.
Can you really say that after seeing this? I showed her the video that was on my phone.
Ayane made me do it. She told me she would do good things for me if I did this for her. I didn't think she was gonna fight back, and I didn't mean to hurt her that bad. Please forgive me.
What is this?
I already know you wanted to take over my presentation, with any means necessary. The guy on the video already confessed to the police, so they're going to find out about it soon.
Ayane, is this true?
No. This is some kind of misunderstanding.
Miss Azatoy, I already have a ton of complaints given to me by other coworkers. Apparently, you tend to give your junior workers your responsibility to stress them out and bully them until they leave the company.
That's not true!
Everyone who left the company because of you told me you blackmailed them in order to silence them. I'm ashamed to not know what was going on as the head of HR, but now that I know, I can't let you off the hook. This is all thanks to Miss Nomaru's efforts. Nomaru, were you also bullied? Boss, you're also at fault for not realizing what was going on.
What is going to happen to me?
I'll need to dig deeper to find out everything you have done. I'll give you an answer after that.
I didn't do anything! We're coworkers! Aren't we supposed to look out for each other?
I wouldn't call someone who forces their juniors to do their own work a coworker. I'm also going to remove you from the presentation team.
Wait, boss! Tell him it's not okay to do this!
Please, just leave.
Oh, damn it!
Afterwards, I did my presentation in my wheelchair, and the result was...
Nomaru, good job. We got the client.
Thank you so much.
And about Miss Azatoy, I'm really, really sorry. I'm a bad boss for not knowing anything.
Don't worry about it. I just hope you'll be more careful with people like her from now on. I was promoted to oversee the project. On the other hand, Ayane. The police tracked her down after the confession from the other guy. She admitted to everything in front of the police. Mr. Suguo was also able to track down all the incidents of Ayane's wrongdoing and reported it to the company. She ended up being fired from work. She's currently waiting for her trial, fearing for the worst. Mr. Suguo, thank you for everything you've done for me. I was able to get the client.
Congratulations!
As a thank you?
Don't worry about it. I was just doing my job.
Well, I actually just wanted to have lunch with you. Is that okay with you?
What?
You taught me to not give up. So I mustered up the courage to apply that in my private life.
And by private life, you mean...
Oh, you're so adorable.
Adorable? You mean...
It means I'm asking you out for a date.
It seems like I'm the one who's flustered.
Don't forget to thank all those who have helped you on the way.